Alright, what is going on, everybody? It is Tristan, and today in this video, what I got going on for you guys is, I promise I will be done mentioning these shoes soon, but today, wow, that was kind of a rough start, but today we're going to be discussing how you all can cop a Nike Dunk Low Championship Goldenrod. Now, pretty much what they're doing with this one, you remember the Championship University Red ones, they're now doing a Goldenrod version of those. It's still under that series, and this is a retro. You can tell it's pretty similar to the Pollen Jordan 1, even though there is already a Pollen Low that looks a lot different than the Jordan 1 Pollen. This is pretty much, I mean, it's like the Dunk Low version of it, so we'll get into discussing it. I'm sure a lot of people will start calling it the Dunk Low Pollen. We'll kind of see what happens there, but if y'all want to check my Instagrams, any of that on the screen, those are there, so feel free to check those out if y'all want to give me a follow. And any questions, anything you got, leave it in my comment section. Again, don't DM me your questions. I usually don't see them. I'm way better in my comment sections. People can tell you that. I try and reply to every comment. So yeah, that's everything I need to mention right there. And let's get into discussing the shoe. Not going for a lot right now, but underrated in my opinion. Let's discuss it. Now, the first thing to already mention about this shoe, and this is going to be the first thing I mentioned. First thing, this is an amazing hold. This shoe is going to make a lot of progress. It is already at a very low value, and you'll be able to buy this one up. If you don't get it for retail, you'll be able to buy it up, and I would recommend buying it now or right after the sneakers release. You'll be able to buy this one up for very close to retail and then hold it out to, a higher price, because I can easily see this being a 200 plus shoe. It looks very nice in hand. I'll show you what it looks like in hand. I mean, the details are very clean. This is kind of like the Pollen Jordan 1, where that one also looked better in hand, and that one's doing, fairly decent, I believe. I haven't actually checked to see if that one's making a lot of progress, but this is a Dunk Low version in that kind of colorway, which I think is something that is very desired. I'm very shocked to see that these have been dropping how they have been. Like, these have not been rising in price at all, and that's pretty shocking to me. But yeah, aside from that, we'll just kind of get into basic details. Don't forget, dropping December 16th, 10 a.m. Eastern time, so don't forget about that. That's something you're not going to want to ignore. Well, obviously, because if you're 10 minutes late, you miss the whole drop. So make sure you're there on time, not forgetting about this one. This is one, by the way, if anybody has a 9.5 or 10, then DM me on Instagram, because I'm actually trying to buy a pair for a try-on video, so I can give you all kind of an in-hand review and let y'all know what these look like. So if anybody has a 9.5 or 10 that they are willing to sell, even though the shoe is a hold, if you're willing to sell it for your boy to make it for a video, just, I'll shout you out your resale page, whatever. Just let me know if any of y'all, even if you're not subscribed, let me know if you got a pair of these, a 9.5 or 10. I want to add into my collection and just make a try-on vid, because I think that would help a lot of y'all out with deciding whether you should keep or wear the shoe. And I also noticed my try-on videos do a lot better. So thank you all for letting me know that. Showing the support on those ones, always let me know. So yeah, aside from that, $100 retail, of course, that is worth it to pay. There's no question there to be asked. I mean, if you're not willing to pay the retail, then you're not willing to get the resale. Facts. So that's really everything I need to mention about this one. I don't think there's grade school sizes. Yeah, this is adult sizing only, so y'all can see they're not doing it in grade school sizing like they did for the Championship Red one. I think they had grade school sizes for those, but I could be wrong. But the Championship Red's already going up, so that one was ugly as anything in my opinion, but that one's making some progress. It's growing on me a little bit, but still ugly in my opinion. But this one looks even better than that one, and it's just been going down, which is weird to me. So just give it time. I think we'll be seeing some great progress on this one. So aside from that, how it looks in hand, I think this is, again, very underrated. I think a lot of people, not this one, the original Wu-Tang ones, but you can see, I think this one is going to surprise some people in hand, and I think a lot of people are going to like it a lot more than we think. It looks a little bit more, again, like the Pollen Jordan 1. I'm going to stop saying that. Well, probably not, but it looks exactly like it if it was a Dunk Low. That's all I'm going to say. So aside from that, looking at resale on these ones, again, I said market is down, and there's no reason you should sell this right now, especially through StockX. I'm going to mention that. There is no reason why you should sell this shoe right now through StockX, or at all. You shouldn't sell the shoe at all right now. I haven't seen a Dunk Low that is this type of colorway, and when I say this type of colorway, I haven't seen a Dunk Low that is a retro-specific colorway go for this low in a very, very long time. Look at what the rest of these go for. Look at what the rest of these go for, man. Like, and this is the grade school ones. This one is going for the grade school price. This one right here is going for the grade school prices of the University Red ones. Like, that's already enough, you know what I mean? That's already enough to say, like, hey, don't sell this one. There's grade school dunks in past colorways that are, based off this one that are going for less or going for more, grade school ones. So when you see those grade school sizes going for more, hopefully that made sense. But basically, yeah, when I click on this, I mean, look at the market on these sizes, the GS University Reds. If it will load for me. But yeah, look at the market on these, bro. Does this look familiar? Yeah, look, some of these are going for more than the goldenrods. Most of these are going for more than the goldenrods. Like, and this is a great school, and this isn't even, that's not even that good of a looking, good looking of a shoe. This is easily a 200 plus shoe, easily, very, very easily. And since yesterday when I made a video discussing these as a long-term hold, which I still agree with that, more or less long-term, but again, it could definitely rise within 3 to 6 months. I definitely think out of any shoes that I discussed in yesterday's video that I'd be wrong about, it would be the goldenrods, and I'd be very glad to be wrong about the goldenrods. That's one that I want to be wrong about. That's one that I want to see rise. You shouldn't sell it now. You should hold it long term. That's what I mentioned yesterday. So in terms of resale market right now, look at what it says right now. That's what it's going to be when it drops. If it may even drop another 10, 20 in price. I don't think it will get that close to retail though. I think this is the reasonable price where it's at, and we may even see it rising a little bit before the sneakers release. I don't think that'll happen, but I think it's possible since the sales have been picking up a little bit. Yesterday these had under 5,000 sales, and today they now have over 5,000 sales. So that shows you the popularity for these is increasing. There's a sneakers release, so more people are going to be getting it in hand, kind of giving an honest review of it. So that's what I was talking about in yesterday's videos too. We just need a dropped app and for the shoe where more people will get it in hand and actually get an honest review of the shoe to determine if they like it. So kind of seeing that we have that drop coming up, and people are going to get to see if they like or don't like the shoe. And I think most people will really like the shoe. It'll really grow on them. I think a lot of people are going to keep these to wear, and I think the value is going to go up. So this is a hold easily in my opinion. So if I get retail pairs, of course I'm holding on long term, 8+ months. That's my goal. And my knee just popped. That really hurt. But yeah, aside from that, I'm gonna link these two videos also down below. If you've been here, you know what these are. These two videos just will help you with copying on the Snkrs app. This one shows you how to make multiple accounts, and this one right here shows you some recent tips and tricks I've been using on the app to help me out with copying more often. Now, a lot of my focus nowadays with sneakers and just copying shoes in general is through the back door, but this video is still tips I use that I feel like apply still. None of these have really gone out of date, and especially the multiple accounts one. If you don't have multiple accounts at Snkrs, personally, I'm going to say this, you are missing out. You are most definitely missing out, because there is a lot of factors that go into copying on Snkrs, and having more than one account is probably one of them. I mean, like having 2 accounts is not gonna like significantly increase your chances, but having like 5, 10, 15, like that's where you actually start to notice a difference. But aside from that, another thing I'm gonna link below. If you all been here, I gotta give a huge shout out as always. I mean, again, Sam, all my guys here at Secret Sauce, they are a $60 monthly fee, but I mean, I'm sure they're going to be copying me on the Xbox, on the PS5 in the next day or so. You know, I've got that all set up, so hopefully, you know, I'll have some luck there and, you know, be able to cop some, since, you know, that's kind of the goal. You know, I'm trying to get some more consoles and sell them before the holiday season. That's a really good hustle, and they've been running free tickets for members for PS5s and a lot of sneaker releases. This one is dropping on some FOOTSITES, so we may see them actually running some tickets for some members there. And, you know, they've caught me like different, you know, sneaker releases off FOOTSITES as well. Like, I mainly focus on the tech, but I mean, when it comes to shoes too, there's a lot of different things they provide. Of course, there's a lot of people that can help you out in the chat. For example, you know, if you have any questions, you're trying to learn about botting, or you're just trying to learn about, you know, how to enter in a ticket, whatever it may be, you can open a help ticket, and then people will, you know, support mods. They'll be there to actually help you and aid you with kind of learning more. And of course, all the staff is really there to help you make more profit. That's what they want to do. They want to help you out with kind of learning the game a little bit more, and I've noticed that. I really appreciate what they do. And yeah, just kind of giving some advice, like not some advice, but how you would enter in a ticket. Like, let's say there were some tickets again coming up for the Nike Dunk Low Goldenrod. Then what you would do is basically they have this Google form. You put your shipping and payment info into it, and then they put it into the bots and cop releases for you. Hopefully you understood what I was saying right there, but 100% legit. I've never had a problem with them. You know, I use this every week, and again, I got the PS5s right here. The other one's in the box, but I already sold this one, so I got to ship this one off. I'm sure I'll be getting more. But yeah, we've been doing a lot of how-to cop videos lately. You know, there's tons of releases coming up, so if you're trying to secure some more releases coming up, you know, kind of figure out what you got going on here, or you know, just learn about these releases. And be sure you guys check out my guys at Secret Sauce. Give them a follow on Instagram, and make sure you send them a message on the Twitter. Be like, yo, Tristan sent me. How could I get into the chat? I'm very interested in kind of learning more about the game and, you know, reselling. So if that's what you're interested in, then, you know, go do that. And let them know I sent you. Don't forget. That's the main thing on Twitter. Let them know it's me that sent you. But yeah, aside from that, I'm also going to link these 2 vids down below. Probably the last things I'll talk about. Again, most raffles for the goldenrods are closed, so your main chance to get the shoe is going to be Snkrs. So again, that's why I mentioned multiple accounts, since most raffles, I think, if not all, are closed. I'm looking through these, and yeah, it doesn't look like there's a single raffle still open for the shoe. And then also right here, the Nike Dunk Low Goldenrod. When you go look in House of Heat, again, just shows you the couple FOOTSITES that are dropping. And best for manual users would probably be the JD Sports on the app. That's probably your best shot for a manual user. So give that a shot if y'all want. And that's everything I'm gonna mention about how you all can get your hands on the Nike Dunk Low Goldenrod. And I noticed today I forgot to discuss the Supreme box logos, so maybe I'll go live later to discuss those or something, since those are still good profit. And yeah, you know, I don't know why I forgot to discuss those, but I don't know. We've just been mainly focusing on shoes. I've kind of put Supreme in the back door since there's very few Supreme drops that resell, and when it does resell, it's usually just a box logo. So, you know, it's just like, I don't know, maybe I'm recording this in advance. So we'll into the outro, kind of figure out what else I got going on today. If y'all want to, you know, check those Instagrams, subscribe, like, do whatever, then you know what, you're free to do that. Feel free. And if you don't want to do it, then you don't have to. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the goldenrods. If anybody has a 9.5 or 10 they want to sell, hit me up so I can get that and you know, get that try on video out. That's what I'd really like to do and see. So yeah, and in-hand pairs. I'm not looking for confirmed orders or anything. I'm looking for in-hand pairs directly that can be shipped ASAP. So love you all. Hopefully I'm not asking too much, and I'm gonna end this screen recording. So I'm T. Hopefully I will catch you on the next video. Peace.